Hi, Math Scholars. Today we're going to talk about converting between different forms of linear equations. Specifically, how to get back and forth between slope-intercept and standard form. The reason we're talking about it is because sometimes when we're working with linear equations in the real world, we're working from word problems, something like your chickens and pigs task, it makes more sense to write the equations in standard form, right? Chicken heads plus pig heads equals total heads. That's a standard form equation. Chicken legs plus pig legs equals total legs. That's a standard form equation. Many of you discovered when you wanted to go graph them, it's difficult to do in standard form, easy to do in slope-intercept. And the question is, how do we get from one form to the other? Sometimes we want to go the other direction. We're given a system words are hard today. A system of equations where one is in standard, one is slope-intercept, and we want to use elimination method to solve. Well, that means I need to take that slope-intercept form and convert it to standard. Being able to go back and forth between those forms opens up all those tools in our toolbox for solving systems of linear equations. It means that I can take any system and solve it using any of the methods we've learned. So let's start with slope-intercept to standard form. So a quick review, slope-intercept form is y equals m times x plus b. And we want to take that and move to ax plus by equals c, which is standard form. To do that, the first thing we do is we look at the slope. We look at m in our equation. So if that slope, if m is a fraction, we're going to multiply. Ooh, that did not come out pretty. Let me try that again. We're going to multiply each term of the equation by the denominator. Fun math word. Remember that the denominator is the bottom of the fraction. And we're doing this to get rid of the fraction. For example, if I had the equation y equals 1/2 x plus 1, and I want to convert that to standard form, the very first thing I would do is take that whole equation and multiply it by the thing in the denominator, times 2. The reason we do that is 2 times 1/2. The 2's cancel and leave us with the numerator, the 1 on top. It effectively gets rid of our fractions, which I don't know about you, but I'm not a huge fan of fractions. That makes me happy. Second step, we are going to add or subtract the x term from both sides of the equation. Sorry for my neighbor's noise. So we're going to add or subtract the x term from both sides of the equation. So let's go ahead and do that with our example. So after that multiplication, we've got 2y equals 1x plus 2. And if we want to subtract that x from both sides, so minus x minus x, that's going to leave us with 2y minus x equals 2. You'll notice, looking at that equation we get after step 2, it looks a little bit more like standard form, but in this particular case, our variables are out of order. Standard form, we want them in alphabetical order. So we need to rewrite the left side of that equation, the side where the variables are sitting, so that the x term is first and the y term is second. When we do that, it is important to remember that the signs go with the numbers. So this x, that negative sign, that subtraction, goes with the x. If I move the x to the front, I have to take the negative sign with it. this 2y is positive, even though we didn't write that positive down. So when I move the 2y, I have to move that positive with it. So that would give us minus x plus 2y equals 2. And that is a standard form equation. A number times x plus a number times y equals a number. Okay, in our next video, we'll do an example going the other direction, and then I've got one more video of 2 completely worked through examples. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.